Everyone knew about room 404 in the old Crescent Hotel. Not because it was haunted, but because it didn't exist. The hotel directory jumped from room 403 straight to room 405. No blueprints showed it, no staff admitted it was ever built. And yet, every year, at least one guest checked in, and never checked out. I discovered room 404 by mistake. It was 2:17 a.m. when the elevator stopped between floors. The lights flickered, and the doors slid open to a hallway I'd never seen before, long, narrow, and silent. The wallpaper peeled like dead skin, and the air smelled of damp paper and rust. At the end of the hall was a single door. 404. The numbers were scratched, as if someone had tried desperately to claw them off. Before I could turn back, the elevator doors slammed shut behind me. The door creaked open on its own. Inside, the room looked unfinished. The walls glitched, fading in and out like a corrupted image. Furniture appeared half-formed, dissolving into shadows. A mirror hung crookedly on the wall. I stepped inside. The door shut, locked. The mirror suddenly fogged up, and words began to appear, written from the inside. "You were not supposed to find this." My phone buzzed. No signal, no service, no escape. Then a notification popped up. "Error 404 you not found." The lights went out. In the darkness, I heard breathing, slow, wet, and too close. Fingers pressed against my back, but when I turned, nothing was there. The mirror lit up. It showed me, standing in the room. But behind my reflection were dozens of people, their faces stretched and broken, mouths open in silent screams. Their eyes moved. All of them stared at me. A voice whispered from every corner of the room. "Room 404 is where lost data goes. Forgotten people, erased souls." The walls began closing in, and the floor dissolved into blackness. I felt myself breaking apart, memories vanishing, my name, my face, my past. I screamed. Morning came. Hotel staff found an empty hallway between 403 and 405. No door, no room, no trace of me. But that night, the hotel system logged a new update. Room 404 occupied. And somewhere deep inside the hotel, a mirror smiled back. I thought I was gone. Erased. But room 404 doesn't kill you. It stores you. I woke up on the floor of the room again, if it could still be called a room. The walls pulsed like something alive, breathing slowly. Every time they inhaled, my chest tightened. Every time they exhaled, I felt pieces of myself slip away. My reflection was gone. The mirror now showed someone else. A woman with hollow eyes, her mouth stitched shut with black thread. She raised her hand, and I felt the pull in my bones. She was one of the missing guests. Suddenly, the door appeared again. Unlocked. Outside, the hallway stretched endlessly, filled with doors, hundreds of them. Every door read 404. From behind each one came sounds. Crying, whispering, begging, laughing. All at once. I walked. As I passed the doors, images flooded my mind, people checking into the hotel, smiling, carrying luggage, waving at staff. Then the smiles twisted into fear as each of them found the same hallway, the same door, the same mistake. Room 404 wasn't a place. It was a correction. One door burst open. A man stumbled out, his skin flickering like a broken screen. "Don't stay too long," he gasped. "The room learns you. Once it finishes, you belong to it." Before I could speak, the hallway deleted him, his body collapsing into pixels of darkness, absorbed by the walls. The lights flickered red. A message burned itself across the ceiling. "System update in progress." The doors began opening. Hands reached out, too many hands, pulling, scratching, dragging me toward the nearest room. I fought, screaming, but the hallway warped, twisting me back inside room 404. The mirror returned. This time, it showed me smiling. But I wasn't smiling. The reflection leaned forward and whispered, "You're almost saved." My phone buzzed again. "Error fix found. Replacing previous occupant." The woman with stitched lips appeared behind me. Her stitches tore open. She finally screamed. And then, silence. The mirror cleared. Only one face remained. Mine. The room felt complete now. Stable. Real. The door faded away forever. Back at the front desk, the clerk frowned at the computer. "One moment," she said. "There seems to be a new room available." She typed slowly. "Room 404 vacant." And somewhere inside the hotel, I took my first breath as the room itself. Time no longer moved the way it used to. Inside room 404, there was no night or day, only a constant, suffocating awareness. I could feel the room now, not as walls and floor, but as thoughts, as hunger. Every sound in the hotel vibrated through me. Every footstep, every whisper in the corridors echoed inside my mind. I understood then that room 404 was not created, it evolved. It fed on mistakes, wrong turns, lost keys, broken systems, human curiosity. And I was its latest correction, its caretaker, stitched into its existence like corrupted code that refused to delete. I began to remember the others. Not as faces, but as sensations. Panic soaked into the carpet. Desperation clung to the walls. Their final screams were embedded into the wiring, replaying softly whenever the lights flickered. Sometimes, if the hotel was quiet enough, I could hear them speaking through me, warning anyone who dared come close. But the hotel never listened. It never fixed the error. It simply redirected it, again and again, to room 404. One night, or what passed for night, I felt someone approaching. A new presence. A heartbeat that did not belong to me. The hallway between 403 and 405 began to bleed into existence, stretching unnaturally long. The door reformed, numbers carving themselves into the wood with a sound like snapping bones. 404. I tried to scream, to stop it, but the room tightened its grip, reminding me that I was no longer a guest. I was the warning that no one could hear. The door opened, and a young man stepped inside, dragging a suitcase, yawning, unaware. His confusion quickly turned to fear as the room glitched around him, furniture stuttering in and out of reality, the air thickening until each breath felt borrowed. I felt his terror like an electric current. It awakened something deep inside the room, inside me. The mirror flickered to life, and this time, it showed my face clearly, watching him with hollow, unblinking eyes. I tried to look away. I couldn't. He ran to the door. It dissolved beneath his hands. He screamed my name, though I never told him what it was. The room already knew him. It always did. As he collapsed to the floor, clutching his head, his memories spilled out like broken files, childhood, love, regret, absorbed into the walls. I felt myself growing stronger, more complete, more trapped. The room whispered its rule into my mind: one must remain so the error stays contained. When it was over, the hallway vanished again. Silence returned. The mirror dimmed. Somewhere far above, the hotel continued operating as if nothing had happened. Guests laughed. Elevators chimed. New keys were cut. And deep within the structure, room 404 waited, aware, patient, hungry, already preparing itself for the next mistake. Because errors are never fixed. They are only hidden.